everyone, welcome to another episode of Century Countess aka Reaper Golf Videos. This is Reaper here, and today we are going to do our hair. It is a much needed, it's much needed to kind of relax, just chill and chat while we do it. Not much has gone on except chaos has stopped. Also, homophobic Karen is at it again, but it's like it doesn't really bother me much anymore because one, I think the main reason is she's not just doing it to me now. I just recently heard that she's harassing another person. And I think it's because people are finding out what her profession is. So, I think she's just taking it out on me because she probably, knows that I get triggered easily. But it's not affecting me for some reason. I don't know why. I'm happy whatever it is, that whatever power she used to have is no longer affecting me. Either that, or I've just realized I've just reached that age where it's like it doesn't really bother me anymore. You can say whatever you want. Yes, it might trigger me, but it just tells me how pathetic you are. Right, change the angle. I am going to put the funnel on the bottle, and then that way none of the contents is lost. Okay, we'll put this in the sink. One sec. The powder bit in this. Now let's shake it. Supposed to shake it, and then what's this one? That's not the one we want. This is the third one. This is what we want. Okay. Alright. Now that that's shaken, we take this and put it in. I thought we'd do let me. Oh God. Right, let me punch this hole a little bit bigger. This did not get a good. There it goes. Alright. Yeah, the chaos has ended, but I was creeped out today. So, not only has homophobic Karen decided, I'm having a bad day, so let's make his day miserable, and trying to intimidate me, but it's just not working anymore. Film Karen is back. I figured it took me a minute to recognize her because she was not in her usual attire. So she addressed me by my full name. I have never given her my full name. I've given her my normie name, but I've never given her my full normie name. And as you guys know, she does like to look at court archives, so she probably saw the 2 restraining orders. But what's embarrassing is she probably saw all of my stalkers' crazy stuff. And as you guys know, I have had a stalker. Fortunately, that is a long time ago. He's no longer doing anything, thank goodness. But yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy, you guys. So, fingers crossed that whole charade is over. But other than that, I just feel like that's the only way she would have found out my full normie name, because I've only given her my first normie name, not my full normie name, but she addressed me by my full normie name, and that kind of creeped me out. She wasn't rude or anything. She is very cordial. She was her questionnaire was interrogative, what am I doing tonight? And then, talking about my green hair. I don't know where the whole subject of St. Patrick's Day came up, but it came up, which is what she thinks that I turned my hair green because of St. Patrick's Day or something. I don't know how that came up. I will be honest, I don't even remember our conversations because sometimes I'm like, I'm tuning her out. But she said she's leaving, thank goodness, and I'm hoping I'm not going to be her next project. So the plan here, you guys, is we're going to color our roots. And we're going to, hopefully, we're also kind of, as you can see what I'm doing here, I'm just bringing a little bit of the residue up to the green. We're going to try to get the green out. Because literally Color Oops is the really good Color Oops that actually works has bleach in it. I can smell the bleach. But we got a little left. So we're going to save it and use it for a second round if need to. Now, give me a minute while I make sure everything is slathered. I'm just trying to make sure I get a good bit, and then what I'm doing is I'm scooping up the residue, putting it in the back. Probably a weird way to color your hair. Alright. Putting that on. Now I'll be right back. One sec. Let me just use this. So we may or may not use the leftover bleach. Who knows? We might use it for a project because I have this. I want to experiment with something. So we might make a video of us experimenting with the leftover bleach. Okay. Now we're going to let that process. And I'm going to chat with you a little bit before we go on into our intermission. So we went to the Cal Anderson Park and we did our doll sale. We only sold one doll. Out of all of our vintage dolls, we only sold one for $15. And devastated, but so we're gonna try something else. We've been working on some sculptures, and I figured something handmade might be easy to sell. I don't know. We'll find it. We'll figure it out. Now, my next plan will be that. Also, by the way, I've discovered summertime, even if it's cloudy, you're still going to get burnt. So it was cloudy, and somehow I got burnt. As you can see, there's a little bit of burn on my face. And this is this past Sunday, so it's been a couple of days, so it's not as intense. But there's some here. You can't really see it, but there is. I think you can kind of faintly see it. Some detail of my fishnets. Some on my arm, and I got a really nasty one. I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. It's that little, that's not a shadow. On the nape of, like literally below the nape of my neck, that's not a shadow. That's a sunburn. And out of all that, that's the only one that did not burn or hurt. That's not burn or hurt, but it looks like it's painful. It looks painful, but it's not. But, yeah. So cloudy weather, even if the sun isn't out, if it's summer, use your sunblock. I had it, didn't use it because I thought cloudy weather, it's not gonna, still did it. So from now on I'm using sunblock. Hopefully I don't get a tan. Well, but if I do got skin whitener porcelain lotion, so I can go back to my pale complexion. But anyway, I will be back in 30 minutes, and I will show you how this turned out. So, be back soon. We are back. As you can see, I have the color stripped. We did have to go ahead and do a second round, which I did off camera, because it was still a little orange, and it didn't take at all in the back. Probably because of a blooper we did earlier when we thought toner was bleach, which we did completely off camera. So grabbing the bleach that we used prior was last minute, but we do have a good bit of this left. So if this doesn't work, and I'm glad because we now have the Step 4 anti-brush conditioner with cool tones, and then some fancy words that I guess is the same thing that we just read in a different language in our hair. And it's supposed to set for about 5 minutes, and it's doing its thing for this. This is a little bit more whiter than it was. It was like the very pale platinum. Now it's white. And so yeah, we're supposed to leave it in for 5 minutes, and so we're gonna wash it out. We're gonna keep it because we will probably use it again because we're out of conditioner, and it is conditioner. But after that, we're gonna use the Power Tone, which is After Bleach and Highlights by Aurora, and hopefully that will get the brass out. But fingers crossed it works, because it has been a little bit and it's already changed color. But you know, we don't really want to use as much of our money. We don't want to waste good bits, so if we can, we're going to try to. And as for colors, I was going to do blue. The blue that I wanted would not be here until tomorrow, which is the day of an event that I'm going to, so it would have been all for naught. So I went with this, and it looked light. It looked light. This is very intense blue, and I normally like a blue that's more paler than this. This literally looks like it's going to be about maybe the color of my comb, and it would look good, but it would just not be right. It wouldn't fit my aesthetic. It probably would, but not really. And so we decided we're going to go with this. I have used this in the past, and I think the reason why it was not setting is because of my hair was brassy in the past. My hair was very brassy. So we're hoping this will help. And right now this color looks very similar to the before color of this, so I think we can get this to at least here, so it will kind of blend, and then maybe, because this has cool tones in it, it will make it look like this if we, you know, religiously put that in. So I heard the 1 minute warning, so I'm going to go now and wash this out of my hair. And then we're going to dry it, and then we're going to blow dry it, and then we're going to put this in there. So wish me luck. Okay, so the toner didn't change the brass much. It did lighten it, but it also gave us a more grayish tone, which is not what we're going for. Kind of purple tinted, but it's like a purplish gray tone. So I don't know if we can do pink, especially with the brass, because like I said, the brass does not color. So I thought, since it's already there, we try once again to use this purple light violet color, but we're going to mix it. We're going to mix it with a little bit of other colors. We're going to mix it with a little bit of our blue and the pink, and then just see what happens. Okay. That's pretty. Okay, we didn't even use the blue. So we're going to see what that would do. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Now will it set? Let me just see. I'm going to take my comb. Okay, if it does set, there will be a little bit of an orange tint, but you won't be able to see it unless you're like as close as I am to my mirror. So that's a good thing. Let me just clean off my comb. Alright. Oh, and what am I doing? I need my gloves. One sec. This is where it gets messy. Out of all the gloves that I've used in the past, I seriously was... I can't remember what video it was, but I was complimenting how color dye products, hair dye products, I should say, were like doing a good size that fits all. But now it's like, it seems like it's going backwards now, where it's like everybody thinks everybody's got a dainty hand, a dainty size hand. Now, let's see. Alright, this color is really cute. It's spooky too. It has like that witchy purple vibe. I really like it. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to make more. Now it doesn't want to come out of the box, and when it comes out, it always wants to fall out. It's never a Reaper Goth video without a blooper. Alright. Let's put that over here. Squeeze. Get a good bit of that out. Probably use the whole bottle. It would be finally we'd be able to get that purple out. This is the purple, by the way, that did not turn out so well. And I think, like I said, I think it's because I didn't get all the color out last time, and the remaining pigment of neon green made that hideous color that I was like, it was okay for a little while. I hated it, then I liked it, and then after a few days, it just, I didn't like it anymore. It just got ugly. It's like, it just got ugly. It got butt ugly. And it just, I don't know, just gave me old man vibes. Alright, so I'm going to do the rest of this all off camera, and then fingers crossed, literally fingers crossed, you guys, that the end result is perfect, because I'm going to cry. I'm literally going to cry if I wash this all out and it's not as good as it looks right now. Seriously, I will cry. And I've always wanted fuchsia, so hopefully let's go with the fuchsia. Okay, so here we are. We did an ombre effect to kind of hopefully tone down the brassy bit, and hopefully it works out. Fingers crossed, you guys. Hopefully what I did, which I'm not going to explain because it will make this video way too lengthy, way too boring, but I hope what I decided to do with a slight gamble will not backfire. Long story short, so we're going to let this set for a while. We'll see what happens. Okay, some progress. It's looking really cool. Hopefully it stays that way. Still letting it set. Two-tone looks really cool. Hey guys, we are back. Let me just... Oh my god, guys, look at that. It's a combo of... It's a pinks, purples, and blues. Oh my god. Now it looks more purpley blue in the video. It might look a little different when I upload this, but from the color tone it's much more vibrant, like the lighter shades up top. Now it actually has a flame effect, so there's like this really cool, so the brassiness has turned into like this really cool ashy purplish gray, and then it fuses to this purplish blue, and then we get like a little bit of violet, and it just fades out to this pinkish, it's coming off purple, but it's actually a pinkish fuchsia, but it looks so good. And this is just from experimenting. I figured our hair is crap, and after we put in the late set toner that we put in early. Let me just tell you, I put in the toner first, thinking it was going to lighten the hair, get the green out. It didn't. We had to make a special trip to get the bleach, and that's why the toner was as it is, because we, as I think I mentioned earlier, we set it up early, so, and we had like a lot of it left, so I thought, well, maybe I'll just use it after the bleach process, and hope to goodness that it works. And it not only worked, it changed our plans, but that's fine, because then we got this like really cool witchy purple to sorcerer blue tones with a hint of swampy purple gray. Oh, you can actually, from the way I'm doing this, you can actually kind of see the actual pinkish tints that's in here. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this so much. I cannot wait to style this tomorrow. I'm going somewhere special, so you'll see me, do a makeup video. We may do a makeup video. It just depends. Fingers crossed that we have no more encounters with camera Karen or film Karen or whatever I call her. And fingers crossed that I maintain this doesn't bother me energy with homophobic Karen, because it's like this, she's late 20s, early 30s, and you're getting off at calling people names, and anyway, I'm not going to dabble into her dirty laundry. All I know is that, I heard what her profession is. Now, I don't judge people's profession, but it's like, it's kind of funny how you're talking down to people, and you're trash talking about them, you're bullying them, and then you get mad when it's thrown back at you, because I heard that she's already set some people off, and she's already threatening them and stuff, so I just heard that she's already going after somebody else. So we'll see. We'll see how far that goes. Because like I said, karma is nasty. I have a feeling eventually she's going to say something that's going to trigger somebody, and then she's going to end up hurled up on the wall. And when she's looking around for people to help her, they're not going to help her. But anyway, yeah, so, oh my god, look at this. Okay, I am going to try not to style my hair tonight, because if I do, I'm just going to have to take it all out to go to bed. So I am just going to end the video now, and it's going to be, it's not going to be long like our audio stories. Speaking of which, please check out our audio stories. We put it on a playlist, Tale of Seven Kingdoms. Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 is up. We have including a mini trailer for Chapter 2. Please leave comments for that. Leave comments for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.